If you're a generator in human design and you have a business, this video is for you. Let's get into it, my love, because I'm a generator myself. Our signature in business and in life truly is satisfaction. What that means is if you're not happy, it doesn't work. So one of the mistakes that I see generators making in business is they go for the thing that makes money, that makes sense, and they move away from the things that actually make them happy. I made that mistake myself. So the best advice that I can give you when it comes to business is lean into the things where you can have fun. Now, if your job is tedious, we are designed to work, sandwich the bad parts with the good parts. What I mean by that is start with the things that make you excited. Maybe your thing is going live or talking on camera or recording videos. And then I sandwich the emails in between to kind of be able to push through them with the spurt of joy that I had from the beginning. Number two, my love, you are designed to attract clients, money, success, but it only happens to the measure that you're happy. When your sacral is sacraling and you're happy, you attract everything that you want. But when it's misaligned or you're unhappy or you're pushing yourself or you're sitting in frustration, you actually do the opposite and you repel your audience. So you got to be mindful to really, really lean in on the moments where you're the happiest. That's when you create content. Now for generators, we have consistent energy. Our thing is to create when we feel happy. Now, what I recommend for us is batch creating. Make a ton of videos, make a series, whatever you feel lit up to talk about, that is the moment to say it. When you have an idea, if you're able to jot it down, pull out your phone, record the voice note, go for it. Now, as generator types, we have consistent energy. So the number one thing that I will tell a generator is show up all the time. Literally make so many videos that you can stash them and be ahead for 3 months at a time. For me, what I have found that really works is making a series. I start, I finish, and then I have videos for the rest of the week. Now, whatever platform you choose, make sure it's one that makes you happy. Like if you don't enjoy being in front of the camera, babe, go into a podcast, go into a vlog, find a way to be creative. Now, if you do enjoy being in front of the camera, how consistent can you be? Stories were made for us because if you're having coffee and you're loving it, post about it. If you're having fun outside, post about it. If you just got an idea, talk about it. Stories, going live, that is where we come alive. Now, for us generators, the biggest thing is managing our time wisely and doing things that make us happy. When you're excited about something, people can feel it, we become magnetic, versus when you're talking about the thing you think you're supposed to do, it doesn't really go that well for us. When you plan your week, I want you to create time for to do things like tasks where you can just sit down, put your headphones in and get to work. For me, those look like coffee shop days. And then that you have days where it's just creating. Now for this, I recommend kind of looking at your days and seeing which gates you have. What are the days where you come alive the most? For me, Sundays and Fridays tend to be the day where I'm the most excited. So those are the days where I knock out the most content. If you've never heard of this, I actually have a course on this on how to have your perfect week. Link in my bio. But let's get into the nitty-gritty of how to build a business as a generator. Number one, do what you love. Number two, talk about what you love. Number three, your people will come to you, and we need to be engaging our strategy. Wait to respond. When somebody comments on our videos, we comment. When somebody has a question, that is literally giving you content so you can create. I find when I make a series is that usually it comes with a lot of questions or people saying, what about me? I'm this. The joy of being able to reply with a video or be able to reply with a quote or give them value, that is what's going to make a difference. So what are the things that are lighting us up, that we're reading about, that we saw a TikTok about, that people are saying, that our clients keep coming to us with, and how can we create an environment where we just respond? For me, where that happens is usually when I'm live or when I'm doing a series on TikTok, and usually the material and the content that I create around is literally questions people ask me. So lean into the areas where you are an expert, the areas where you can have the most fun. Let people tell you what they want to hear from you. When you lean into that, creating becomes really easy. Putting value and content out there becomes really easy. And literally people come to you because you're excited, you're happy, and that joy attracts them. I will offer when you do content, give value. Don't hold back. Don't think you're going to run out of material. If you are like me, you are a student of life. You're always reading and growing and learning, and you're always going to have more to say. And if you're not like me, honey, start reading, start learning, because your value goes up with the more knowledge that you amass, and we have the energy and the excitement. So whatever thing is calling you that you're excited about, that you're like, oh my god, I could learn about this thing forever, learn about that thing forever because it will literally change your life. We are designed to master something over time. So what is the thing that you're designed to master? And never put it down. Lean in, because the more that you lean in, the more you learn, the more excited you become, and the more magnetic you become. Eventually we become the experts and we're carrying the message for someone else. So to give you the example with human design, a manifestor brought us this system, and I'm over here giving his message to the world, but I freaking love it. I could do this all day. Another thing that's really big for us is we need to stop comparing what everybody else is doing and kind of come back to like, what is the thing that you naturally come alive when you're doing? That is where you thrive. If you're in corporate America and you're doing your business at the same time, honey, you have the energy to do it. So give your energy to work because it obviously pays the bills. But when it comes to your business, make sure that you put yourself in a scenario where you are feeling good. For me, recording in my car, recording outside makes me feel lighter. It actually breaks the monotony of sitting in a room. So that's what I do. This is what works for me. What is the thing that you could talk about all the time that it doesn't matter how many questions people ask you, you always got more to say, you've always gone deeper, and you're excited to respond. That is where we come alive. Now, when frustration hits and you feel like things are not happening as a generator, my love, sometimes frustration is momentum. It means that things are moving. It just doesn't feel like we are. But when you look at the trend, it's still trending up. It might look like nothing's happening, boom, nothing's happening, boom. So don't get discouraged. Don't get stuck on the, oh, I'm doing this thing every day and it's not working. I want you to look from the perspective of like, oh my God, I'm doing a podcast every day for a year, or I'm doing a YouTube video every day for a year, or I'm posting in TikTok every day for a year. Honey, most seasons of a show that you love, let's say Game of Thrones, you did not find it season 1, episode 1. You found it when people started talking about it and sharing about it, and by that time it was season 3 or 4, and then you binged the content. I want you to look at your business in that way. We're able to create a lot, we're able to build a library, and in the process of building that library, we start to become masterful. We start to master our craft. So by the time people find you, by the time people are hooked on you, they have content to binge for years. So lean in. Don't worry about the time that it's taking. Just have fun, create, lean into everything that makes you happy, make a lot of content, and I promise you, when people find you, they're going to binge, and you're going to be surprised by how fast things can happen for you. Another thing that's major for us is collaboration. Put yourself in environments that make you excited. Like for me, I love networking, I love meeting new people, but what is an area where you could connect and build community, build friendships, and deeply connect with people? Our energy, our excitement literally lights other people up. So in your business, create spaces where there's community, where there are groups, where you can talk about something that you love. So don't just stick to posting and dumping or making a video and disappearing. Engage with your community, go live, talk to them, because to the measure that you make those relationships, that is the measure that your business is going to thrive. Do not be afraid of mentorship or guidance, because a lot of times we are all excitement, we're all like, ooh, let's get to work, but sometimes you need somebody to guide you and give you perspective and show you the blind spots that you don't see. We are so excited that sometimes we miss steps because we're moving too fast, and it helps to have somebody on your team who can give you clarity or perspective. Now, these are just a few tips. If you want to go deeper, you can book a reading, we can talk business. If not, I'm going to be putting out more content. Just leave me a couple of questions in the comments and I may make a video replying, just because I'm a generator and that's what I do. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of clarity, a little bit of perspective, so that you can start turning it around in your business and start making more money.